Hey, YouTube, this is going to be a quick one. I told you guys I would be back. I'm going to save the other one for later. So, I want to talk about what is YouTube doing to protect its content creators. I understand that in a certain sector, there are some content creators who have received death threats. You heard that right, death threats. For no apparent reason. Um, Somebody is fixated on one content creator, and the ones that this particular content creator is beefing with are the ones who's gotten the death threats. Now, ironically, the one who is beefing with everybody supposedly, allegedly received a death threat now. Um, I call bull. I call bull because for months these death threats have been out here, and these content creators have been uh, discussing with each other, like, who could possibly be doing it. This one particular content creator, his name is QB. I love me some QB. If you're trying to find him, please support him. He's funny. That laugh makes you, if you're having a bad day, his laugh just brightens you up. I promise it does. But he's real with it. I love me some QB. He's from Chi-Town, and his channel is called ItsMeQb. The I in it is capitalized. The M in me is capitalized, and then QB. So it's me QB. He always have Messy Monday, what the up Friday, I believe, or something Wednesday. His themes are there, and I'm shouting him out because he's, like I said, I love his content. I love, like I said, their laugh is contagious and it always brightens me up. So, but he received a death threat, and he actually posted the death threat he received. Supposedly, I don't know if these people are in his family or not, but evidently it was legitimate because he even said it. They had his address. They had his some of his relatives said they know where he worked or something like that. It's on his community feed. So my question is, everybody who um, uses the computer, you have an IP address that's assigned to you. I don't care how you disguise your name, you still have an IP address that's registered to you. So I'm wondering, with YouTube agreeing with the government to censor some stuff and make all these changes that have driven some of these content creators crazy, what are they doing that is going to protect the content creators from quote unquote mentally ill people? Now, again, he's not the only one that received it, but he was the one that actually publicized uh, what he received. Okay, so it just brings awareness to a lot of people can hide behind. A lot of people can hide behind a name. A lot of people can hide behind YouTube and become whoever they want to become. If they want to, identify as a parrot, they can identify as a parrot. If they want to identify as a cucumber, well, hey, you know, slice me up and make me pickles. You feel me? But I'm wondering, what does YouTube do to protect the content creators? I don't get it. I'm just, I know they're trying to implement things in place for the children, but what about the content creators? Like I said, it's the sector. It's about four of them, 4 or 5 that have received death threats. And it's funny because all the ones who received it don't get along with a certain content creator. And somebody must have made mention that. Have you noticed that all the ones who received the death threats don't get along with this one particular content creator in this section? So now, quote unquote, from my understanding, because I don't watch this person at all, I feel like if I watch this person, my IQ will go down, so I can't do it. However, uh, now the one that everybody, you know, don't like, now all of a sudden that person has a death threat. I call foul. I call BS on the whole play. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you are dealing with depression, you have some form of mental illness, please seek help immediately. YouTube is entertainment. You can build friendships on here. You can build lasting business connections on here as well. You can even find love on here. I know people who have found love on YouTube. So, hey, things are possible. However, it's nothing is going on where it's worth anybody getting killed. Okay, it's not. One content creator, somebody said that they was gonna shoot her in the face 15 times. I mean, what makes you that mad or pisses you off where you feel like you have to attack a person and shoot them in the face 15? I don't get it. I don't get it. In my profession, I am a counselor. So a whole lot of times when I'm in these different chats and I listen to people and I watch their behavior, it automatically allows me to assess some people. And I'm telling you, when I say that a whole lot of people on here become, how can I say, a living legend or a believable hero, yeah, that's what they become. In other words, in their real life, maybe they ain't stuff. Maybe they own Quaaludes or they've been diagnosed for this, that, and the other, but because they have a YouTube channel, they are the king of emperor. They are the best person since Santa Claus. You gotta actually watch, because what I know about stalking is it doesn't take a lot for someone to feel like that they are being encouraged to stalk someone, or they was think about it. Some of the people who have killed people, or some of these kids who have went and shot up the schools and everything, they said that something told them to do that they was listening to this music and the music said that they should go do it, and they was protecting their favorite person and all this and stuff. So mental illness is on the rise, y'all, with this quarantine and with people scared about the virus and all this and stuff. People's true identity and their true nature is coming forth. Some of the people that you thought was really, really rap really well is showing you they're not wrapped too tight, and that's the truth. Some of the people who you felt was on the up and they was very intelligent and they had all this wit about them, is showing you they are not, honey, they don't have the sense God gave a billy goat. And and it's really beginning to trip people out, because they're like, dang, I didn't know he or she was like that. Because things is revealing itself. This is the year of exposure. I came on YouTube saying that before 2020 came in, that this year would be the year of exposure. And so, you can pretend to be who you are, but the real you comes out eventually. And I'm gonna stir away from it because I feel myself going deeper into some stuff. But I will say this: to their own self be true, okay? To their own self be true, and just protect you at all costs. Now, I will say there needs to be some form of a petition um, to send to YouTube and the powers that be to protect content creators from stuff like this, from doxing, as they call it, where you put out people's address and you put out people's names and their family names and their kids' names, and that's crazy. That is crazy. You mean to tell me you're going to pay to get some information just so you can expose somebody? Why? I don't get it. So may God protect you and may God bless you. That's the only thing I can say. Dang on it, I miss B Love's life again. Anywho, yeah, this is not the only section or sector. It's not one specific sector that's beefing. Everybody beefs, but there is a sector that's called the beef sector, and that's the sector that I'm talking about, that at least 6 content creators from that sector actually received death threats. That is crazy. So, what do you all think should be done about that? Do you think YouTube, and I'm really interested in knowing what you think about this. Do you think YouTube is doing enough to protect the people on YouTube? Because I understand there has been some subbies, which is people who subscribe to a channel, has been threatened as well by content creators. Okay, now you flipping the script. Because the content creator don't like what a subscriber said, then they begin to try to dig up their name and exploit them. Now that's crazy for real, you know. However, what do you think? Do you think that YouTube does enough to protect its content creators from things like death threats, doxing, stuff like that? Or do you think it's the content creator's obligation to protect themselves since this is YouTube, meaning that you are being televised? It's your thing, okay? So uh, I'm interested in knowing how you all feel about that, okay? All right, this is your girl Coco. Y'all see my cat? We leave that cord on the floor for her to play because it doesn't work for one. And no matter where we put it at, she drags it back. I don't know what kind of cat this is. Y'all see she's wrapped around the table. Pray for her, okay? Meow got issues. I told y'all I was going to let her in. That's all she wanted to do was be in the sun. But I think it's scared. Do a little sprinkling here or whatever. All right, guys. I will be back later. Smooches.